The President of the United States and the men who want to succeed him all expressed their thoughts publicly on the meaning of this anniversary today. Among other things, President Bush exalted America's response to 9/11. Senator McCain, the country's sacrifice.
There has not been another attack on our soil in 2,557 days. We did not tire, we did not falter, and we did not fail. They will learn that freedom prevailed because the desire for liberty lives in the heart of every man, woman, and child on earth.
No American living then should ever forget the heroism that occurred in the skies above this field on September 11th, 2001. They, and very possibly I, owe our lives to the passengers who summoned the courage and love necessary to deprive our depraved and hateful enemies their terrible triumph.
Barack Obama turned to the fight that continues, saying, on 9/11, Americans across our great country came together to stand with the families of the victims. Let us renew that spirit of service and that sense of common purpose. Let us remember that the terrorists responsible for 9/11 are still at large and must still be brought to justice. Today will likely mark the last moment of pause before we choose the next president of this country. Until November 4th, we will no doubt overwhelmed by poll numbers, by political attacks and speeches and gaffes and counter-gaffes and outrages real and contrived. We will even have moments of actual substantive discussion of the issues. So take this last moment's pause before the bruising, sometimes mindless campaign starts again in about an hour to note the lessons about government and country that the horror of 9/11 and its difficult 7-year aftermath have taught us. Today we're embroiled in two wars. Our government has no enunciated mission to complete in order to end either. Osama bin Laden, whose nihilist madness orchestrated the most tragic day in this country's history, is assumed to be living in nuclear-armed Pakistan in an ungoverned wilderness where we can't find him. This week, the Partnership for a Secure America, which grew out of the 9/11 Commission, gave the U.S. government a C grade on its efforts to protect America from chemical, biological, and nuclear threats. A C after 7 years of supposedly urgent work. The Rand Corporation recently estimated that al-Qaeda, America's greatest enemy in the world, has restored its strength to pre-9/11 levels. As we turn our attention back to the presidential campaign, to the choice we will make in November, let September 11th, 2008, remind us of what we require from our leaders and from our government. Competence. Our choice isn't about language or personality or how well we relate to a politician. This day reminds us that our choice in November is about the competence of the government we will elect. That is our special coverage for this evening. Coming up next, 9/11 as it happened, a presentation of the events of that day as they unfolded on NBC News. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Have a good night.